Okay, today what we're looking at is the seventh month. You can read about the seventh month and the 10th day of the month in Leviticus 23:27. Okay, that's one of the first 5 books of Moses, and in it, it declares that the 10th day of the seventh month is Atonement Day. So when you look on here, you can see the A and D for Atonement Day. Now, who's Atonement Day? Well, if we add up the word Yahuwah, that's Yahhuah, and if you add it up, you're going to get a root of J. Okay, so Yahuwah's Atonement Day. Yahuwah's Atonement Day, right here. Now, who is Yahuwah? Yahuwah is Father. How do you say Father in Hebrew? Abba. Abba Yahuwah's Atonement Day. All right. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not Hebrew, and I don't speak Hebrew, and I just know a few words, whatever Father decides to teach me at any given time. So, anyway, this here's the 7th month, the 10th day. So on my calendar, we'll take a look here. 6, 7. So in this month, you notice it's the sign of the scales. Justice scales. On this self-same day that I'm showing you, every year, September 28th at 6 p.m. So when we look on here, September 28th at 6 p.m. will begin the 10th day of the 7th month, and it will run till 6 p.m. on September 29th. Okay? Now, if I add up the word Yahusha, Yahusha, that's a K. Okay, so Yahusha's birth. Now, if we look at the overtone, we see baby boy born, barn, Bethlehem. Okay, Yahuwah. In Leviticus 23:27, you read the word Lord there, and it's all capital letters. That spells the 4 letters of Yahuwah. Okay, that's the 4 letters of Yahuwah. And this is Atonement Day. Oh, anyways. So, that's also the birth of Yahusha. So, over here. And that's marked and measured at the Giza Pyramid. Okay, so now, that particular day, September 29th, the birth was in 2 BC. Now we're going to come forward to September 29th, 1995, and we're going to see Madalyn Murray O'Hair, the most hated woman in America. When we add up her name, it equals 217. 2 plus 1 plus 7 is 10. That's J. So, right here, Madalyn Murray O'Hair was smothered, suffocated, strangled. Okay. She was a murder victim on this day, the Day of Atonement. Okay. Now, this man, David Roland Waters, when we add that up, 190. 1 plus 9 plus 0 equals 10. That's J. So we got David Roland Waters, Madalyn Murray O'Hair tied to this J. Now, specifically, Madalyn Murray O'Hair, we add up the numbers for her Roman Gregorian calendar date of birth. April is the 4th month, so 0 plus 4 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 equals 28. That equals J as well. So we've got her name and her modern designation with the man that suffocates her. Okay? Man smothers her. Okay? Now, So that's Atonement Day. So that's the day where you atone for your sins. You afflict your souls. Okay? Afflict your soul. Atone your sins on that day. Okay, now, when we look at her date of birth, okay, you can see on my sacred calendar, you see the overtone has an A bracketed, and the weekday is the 23rd, which has a W bracketed, okay? So we can see that she's an American woman, and April 13th has the M bracketed. She's a woman and a mother. An American atheist activist. So on the day she was born, Father's showing she was designed to be an American atheist activist. He designed her that way. She was an angry, willful woman. But she was designed to do everything that she did. Okay? Now, if I add up David Rowland, who comes into her life later on, so she's born in 1919, April 13th, and David Rowland is 104. You add 1 plus 0 plus 4 together, you get 5, that's E. So right there, David Rowland is E. Waters is 86. 8 plus 6 is 14. That's N. So David Rowland Waters. Notice the W's bracketed for water or waters. And this has a day sign of the water bearer. Okay? So from the day she's born, she's destined to be, if you look down here, DMV, designed murder victim, destined murder victim, David's murder victim. Right there. Okay. Now if we add up where she's born, Beachview neighborhood, Pittsburgh equals 355, that's an M. United States, 157, that's an M. Divine Matrix, 148, that's an M. And calendar, 58, that's an M. And if we add up the word maze, it's 58, the same as calendar, that's an M also. Okay? M is the foundation stone of Madalyn and Maze. So her delivery day is here. All right? But when we look at the word David, okay, David equals 40. The Hebrew pictograph of the water waves is a 40. So when we look on here, one of those is a 40, and in the Hebrew, ironically, the Hebrew, it's the letter M, so Madalyn. And the second one is also a Hebrew letter M, that's Maze. And they each mean water and water. And when we add water and water together, we get waters. So not only does that says David, waters, Madalyn, Maze, and it's all connected on this. All right. So anyway, my calendar is the most accurate calendar system on Earth. And you can learn about initial reading at initial-reading.teachable.com, and where you can take some courses. Initial Reading 101, 102, and 103 are $10 each to take the course, and you'll get some downloadable stuff that you can print off and to help you with your adventure. And then I've got my calendar clock course, which you will learn about my sacred calendar and how to use it and how to look things up. Okay? So anyway, I just wanted to show you that Father isn't prejudiced as to who you are. He knows exactly who you are and who you were designed to be. And he shows it through his matrix, that he knows you better than you know yourself. Okay? If you go to John 1:1, it says, "In the beginning was the Word." And the Word was with God. And the Word was God. The same was from the beginning with God. Now, I don't even like using the word God. I prefer Father or Abba. Okay? So, this woman was against my father for many, many years, and she dragged with her a lot of people that are also against my father. And but he's showing you that he's the designer. And this matrix is absolutely incredible. Incredible. So it's kind of ironic, really, if you think about it, that she's born here, and on her nativity matrix, we see that she was destined to be David's murder victim. Okay? And Father, ironically, made her atone for some of her sins on his atonement day, being September 29th, 2 BC. Madalyn Murray O'Hair killed. All right. Well, anyway, thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video.